Hello guys, and this is a guide to summoning. First summon is scripted to be Moraine. She's okay. Range damage can be used because she does apply defense reduction. That's really good, especially early on. The second one would be an epic marksman, and it could be Brienne, Theovine, Idril, and Tazira. Tazira focuses single target damage. You don't really want her. Theovine is the only one that does CC, and he does slow, but you don't want him as well because he's fusible. And then you have Brienne, which is has AoE burst, and she's really good. Or you'd like a god Idril that has map across the whole map, can kill everything. She's really flexible. She's really good until late game. Some stages you cannot even pass without her. So she's probably your best bet for your first epic. Then for your first Lego, what I suggest is having at least a Lego Lord or one of the S-ranked Lego heroes. For Lego Lords, what you can get is Aracha. She's really good because she increases range on her faction, and then she additionally gives them damage for every range that the enemy is at. Then you can get King Hearts, good, but nothing amazing, at least early on. But if you get him, I would keep the account. Then you can get Torador. He's super good. Like if you get him like that, that's really good. Then you can get your mages, and there are Morrigan and Venoma. Morrigan can carry on her own. She's not as good as for a Lord because she doesn't have that many good faction members. I mean, does, but not so impactful. But Venoma is not as good, but her faction, namely Boreas and Comet, are super mega crazy, and with Venoma they are like broken. And then there's Ajax. He's really good early on. He's not a Lord, but he can be under any faction, but he's in a Lord pool. So he's one of the heroes that has really big range, so he can cover a lot of ground, and he's really good early on. He falls off mid to late game, but then he becomes like assist burst unit, pretty good as well. Even then, like really good, just he's not carrying on his own. Then for carries, what you like to get is from mages, Comet, Boreas, and Vierna, in that order. Then for healers, best healer is like Elwyn, and she like provides rage regen, which is really good, and a lot of healing. She can heal someone that is not in her range, but I wouldn't be starting with like first legendary of her. And then the best hero in the game, Hatset probably, and one of the strongest heroes as well, which would be Silas. How the game works, and soul sniping, which then ignores defense. Super mega good stuff. Then from tanks, you don't want to be having any tanks early on. I mean, if you can help it. And then for the fighters, you want range fighters, namely Zilitu, which has range of 3, and Arrogance with the same range. Why I want them? Because they are not taking damage, they're dishing out damage, they can help more, they can be more versatile. For example, I had Salazar, but Salazar is melee and he couldn't help as much as a first Lego, so I was struggling for quite a while with not being lucky. So those are the heroes that I would like to have at least one of them before committing to an account. Then from epics, really good ones are Wrath, but you will be getting him. He's like a 2-week sign-in reward. Then from the others, Really good epics are Estrid, super strong hero. Then there would be Deimos. He's really good. He can self-heal a lot of damage, so he's really good as well. Vladov can be interesting. So he's Nightmare faction, but he's Lord of the Chaotic, so he could be good. From tanks, you want mostly Baron. You will get Oleg in Void Rift, so you want Baron, or alternatively you want Isolde. This guy is new, so he seems okay, but more testing needs to be done if he's like desirable early on. Livian is fusible, so if you don't get anyone but Oleg early on that are good, so namely Baron, Isolde, or Brokir, or Regulus, then you want to fuse Livian. Then from Marksman, we went through them. You want Lunaria. She would be helping a lot early on because she provides range to her faction. And then Esme seems to be good as well as a single target. For healers and supports, you want Dolores. Like Dolores is like game changing. Like without her, it's really hard. One of the best tanks, Vortex, and really good tank, Hollow. She really good healer. Sorry, huge range as well as Vortex. Less healing, but she provides rage boost, so you have more ultimates more often. Then there would be Midan, like the early on Dispeller, and HP based, same as Vortex. And then you get Lily, which is attack based, same as Hollow, and okay healer, and she has G Death, which is sort of unique. And from mages, you get Tamari like first 2 days, I think, or something. So she should be using her as well. You get Greed, that he's like 3 or 4 weeks. He's really good as well. Then Iona is really good with AoE. Imani is super good at single target. A Lord, but nothing special. Raiden as well. Then you have Laurel. She's really good to boost rage. If she's 5-star, promoted 5-star, then when she is dismissed, she provides 50% rage to everyone around her. And then there's Pyrrhus, one of the best lords early on for the Infernals, and 4 epic lords after Lunaria probably. And when you're looking into blue heroes, which ones are okay? So Autumn is really good because she's poor man Dolores. So Dolores buffs attack, that's why she's super good. Then from Marksman, Kuke is really good with poison, and Elokas is super good for slow. So Mari is good with slow, but Elokas does slow AoE. So Mari something can pass if there's like too many enemies, but for him nothing can pass. For blue tanks, you don't want anyone. And for blue fighters, you like Narvi. She's like early cost generation, which is really good and should be saved. And that's pretty much it for all the blue heroes that should be kept early on. And in the end, when we catch them all, we still need to play the game, so keep some red crystals for stamina. Don't spend it on summoning. Cheers guys, bye bye.